So I'm going to do this quick video, how to prepare for CAFCASS under Pathfinder. Now, if you're going through family court process under Pathfinder, you need to understand something critical from the outset. This is not the old system. CAFCASS is no longer just doing a quick safeguarding check and stepping back. Under Pathfinder, CAFCASS is part of the engine that shapes the direction of your case from the very beginning. The information gathered early on feeds into the child impact report, and that report can influence everything that follows, from interim decisions to final outcomes. So you must treat your CAFCASS interaction as one of the most important stages of your case. This is not a casual phone call. This is an assessment. Let's get clear on what CAFCASS is actually looking for. They are not there to decide who is the better parent in the moral sense. They are there, well, it's just they are not there to resolve your relationship dispute. They are asking, what is happening for this child? Is there any risk? What is the emotional impact on the child? What parent understands the child's needs? Which parent can reduce conflict and support stability? That means the way you present yourself matters just as much as what you say. So how do you prepare properly? First, you need clarity. Before you speak to CAFCASS, you should be able to explain your case in a structured way. What orders you're asking for, what the current situation is, what the real issues, what evidence supports those issues, how is the child affected, and what is your proposed solution. If you cannot answer those questions clearly, then you're not ready. Second, you must shift your mindset. This is not about proving your ex is a bad parent. This is about showing what the child needs. Every concern you raise should be framed like this. What happened? What is the concern? And how does that affect the child? For example, instead of saying she always cancels contact and she's controlling, you say there have been repeated last-minute cancellations. I have messages showing this. The effect is instability for the child and disruption to routine. I am seeking a defined arrangement to provide consistency. That is how professionals understand cases. Third, you need to be evidence-led. Do not exaggerate. Do not speculate. Do not label everything as abuse unless you can clearly explain it and evidence it. If you are raising serious concerns such as domestic abuse, coercive control, or safeguarding issues, you must explain what happened, when it happened, how often it happened, what the pattern is, and how often, and how it affects the child. Now, because the question is not just what happened to you, the question is, what does this mean for the child's safety and welfare going forward? Fourth, understand that you are being assessed, not just your allegations, you. CAFCASS is observing, are you calm or reactive? Are you focused or scattered? Do you answer questions or go off track? Do you show insight into the child's needs? Can you support the child's relationship with the other parent if it's safe? If you come across as angry, rigid, or focused on punishment, that will count against you, 100%. If you come across as measured, child-focused, and solution-orientated, that builds credibility. Fifth, be prepared for difficult questions. You will likely be asked, what do you think of the child? What do you think the child needs? Your answer should not be about what you want. A strong answer sounds like this. The child needs stability, reduced exposure to conflict, and predictable arrangements. I want an outcome that supports emotional security and allows safe relationships to continue. That shows an understanding of everything around you. Sixth, if there are allegations against you, respond with discipline. Do not become defensive or emotional. Very difficult, easy to say, very difficult to do. Use a structured response. Clearly state your position. Give a short, factual explanation. Reinforce your focus on the child. Refer to any supporting evidence. And end with a safe, practical proposal. Solution. This shows control and credibility. Seventh, always be solution-focused. Do not just describe problems. Offer realistic next steps, structured contact, arrangements, clear handover plans, communication boundaries, information sharing between parents, gradual progression where needed. The parent who brings workable solutions is far more persuasive than the parent who only complains. Eighth, keep your communication clean and concise. Do not ramble. Do not give long emotional speeches. If you're speaking for more than 10 seconds, you're saying too much. Do not try to tell your entire relationship history. Answer the question in hand. Stick to the point. Link everything back to the child. Ninth, prepare properly before the call. You should have in front of you a short case summary, a clear chronology, your key concerns, your evidence references, and your proposed outcome. Not a pile of documents scattered everywhere, handwritten. No. You need not just pages of notes, definitely not. You just clear, structured thinking. Now, finally, understand the reality of Pathfinder. You may not get endless opportunities later to correct a bad first impression. The system is designed to move earlier based on early assessment. So your job is simple, but not easy. Control the early narrative. Present yourself as calm, credible, child-focused, evidence-led, solution-orientated. Because under Pathfinder, the case is not won or by who argues the loudest. It's shaped by who is seen as the safest and most reliable parent for that child. That is how you prepare for CAFCASS. New CAFCASS now from April 1st, 2026. And that is how you give yourself the best, strongest possible opportunity moving forward. If you need further help, please don't hesitate to get in touch.